Hello, I'm Timian, and welcome to Planet Crafter. In this episode of my how-to series, we're going to talk about the living compartments and all the different parts and different types of living compartments that there are, and how we can put them all together. Okay, so we're going to start off with some of the basics. The living compartments, they can go on to the platforms. These are the grids here, or they can go directly onto the ground. What I recommend is making a big platform, like I have a large platform here, because as you can see from this angle, the ground is not very even. And then when you build some living compartments, you try to add on to them, they won't connect because the ground is uneven and it'd be clipping into the ground and it won't allow you to build. So as you can see here, is I have my platforms and some of the ground, it goes under the ground here, as you can see. But so we have this big, flat, empty space here that we can use to build our compartments. Now I have my big Timian base right here. It is nice that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories high so far. I keep adding more to it, but anyway. So we're going to build a new compartment right over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off. There's many different types of living compartments. We have the basic living compartment, which is small, and it requires 2 iron and 1 titanium. And each compartment, to get inside of it, does require a door, obviously, so you can get in and out. You can also add windows onto the walls on the side there, and the floor or ceiling can also be a window. So you can have this entire living compartment made of all windows on all 4 walls, and the ceiling and the floor all walls, which will make it kind of interesting. And of course, there's our foundation grid that I mentioned to you before. There's also another type of living compartment. This is like the corner. This is rounded, and I'll show you how that works as well here. And these can be attached to the main living compartment, which I'll show you in a minute. And there's also the big living compartment, which is 4 of these, except when you have 4 of them all put together, there's a kind of like a pile in the middle, or supports in the middle. This takes that out, which makes it much nicer to work with. Okay, so those are the basics of the living compartment. Also inside the living compartment, there's an indoor ladder, which we could have multiple floors, like you see here. We can go up and down, up and down. Okay, so let's start first. We push Q to get a building construction, and then we left click on the living compartment. So as you can see, it's red, so it won't clip in. It won't be able to build because it's clipping into the ground. So you have to raise it. You can even build it up in the air like this if you wanted to, but it'll be clipped in if you go too low. Now again, if on the ground, you see it's too low on the ground, you got to lift it up. So if you put it on the ground, but like I said, I like to put it on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place this on here. Okay, I'm going to try to make it equal to that in a way. So I want to raise this up a little bit, and you can see how it's clipping in a little bit, but I want to go just one higher, just a little bit higher, not quite like down like that, but up like that, and we can build our living compartment. And there it is, our first living compartment. Look, it's so beautiful. Right inside there, it goes all the way around. But how do we get inside? So get inside, we need the door. And we just place this onto here, and then we can go inside. We have a door. Living compartment. Excellent. Here we go. Now, that's your basic living compartment. Now, we can add on a corner piece. I'm going to add on a corner piece right here, just like this. And as you can see, the corner piece kind of goes all wonky there. But you can spin it around. You turn the mouse button, you spin it, it automatically changes to 90 degrees. Okay, so you can just move it around until you get to the point where you want it. Now I want to put it right here, and I'm just going to go click. You see the little chain icon means it's linked up to my structure. There we go. Now it's all linked up. So you see how it's like this, and all around it's looking beautiful. Okay, now I want to add on another rounded corner here. So I try to link this up, spin it around, nope, spin it around again, and there we go. It's linked up. So nice. So it's all linked up together. Now I want to add on, so you see how it's like this? Now we have our living compartment. Now I'm going to add another living compartment in the back here. Now we can do it outside like this, like so, and add it on. So if I go like Q and go like this, and you can see it links up. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick that we can do to make sure that your living compartment hooks up nicely and perfectly. So you click on this inside and you just point to where you want it. So you see there's a little link button. Boom, there you go. Now we have our living compartment all the way around like this. Now, remember I mentioned to you before, this is all the living compartments kind of linked together. It leaves a big space like this. Or not a big space, like a column, right? It's a column. It's a support for all the living compartments meet up together right here, and there's some space that's kind of like wasted. So what we can do is we can put our large living compartment attached to it. So I'm just going to go outside here again one more time and select the large living compartment. So it's all around here. If I spin this around, it can give me different versions of it, based on where you're standing. So as you can see, it links up nicely, just like that. Right? Links up nicely, and I can actually add it like that, and there it is. It's perfect. But what I'm going to do, it's the same trick that I did before. I'm going to come here inside. I'm going to press Q, large living compartment, and just off to the side of the corner piece, I just go like this. And this automatically adds on the large living compartment. And as you can see, the large living compartment it's all open here. See, it's all open here, makes it very large. So it doesn't have this in the way, which can be irritating, but when you're making a large base, this is kind of wasted space. So what I tend to do is, as I'm building my base and it's expanding, I would delete these small ones and put in a large one like this, which will give us extra space to work with. Now, some of the other things we can do is hydration level. Let me just quickly have some water. There we go. Now, what we can also do is I can add on a ladder. Now, the ladder automatically points where it's facing you. You can put the ladder in almost any spot. You can put the ladder right here in the middle. It'll go up to go up top, off to the side. I'm just going to place it right here for now. On this one here, right up against that. There we go. And then what we can do, we go up, and now we're outside. Now we're on top of our living compartments right here, which is very, very nice. So see, so you can build some other living compartments. So this is how you can get up onto the roof of your living compartments. So we go back down there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another living compartment on top for the stairs. Now there's a trick to do it this way, is if I go here, and I'm going to be underneath this part. Now I want to put one right above me, so I just go like that. And now I have a living compartment directly above me. So if we go outside, you can see there's the living compartment right up on top. Now I go up the ladder, there's our living compartment. So it's right on top of each other. And that's very good. Now I have a previous video on how to make the large living compartments stack on top of each other, because they don't do it naturally. So you have to kind of do a little bit of a sideways, a little bit of extra building and deleting to make your the large living compartments like that to stack. And I'll have a link below on how you can do that, because I've already made a video about that. All right, so we can go inside here. So there's our living compartment. Now you notice that The rounded ones have windows already built in. You can't change that at all, the windows. But remember I mentioned earlier, we have windows and glass ceilings and glass floors. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, let's do a window first. Yeah, we're going to build a window first. So the windows can go anywhere. Now you can't put the windows on the rounded ones because they're already there. But between units, you can put windows in between units. But you got to be cautioned, it is permanent. If you want to take that window out, you have to delete the whole unit to get rid of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to add windows to the outside here, so we can see outside. So these single compartments can change a wall to a window, and you just left click on that. There we go. So now we have a window. Very nice. Okay, and you can do this with the large compartments, because these have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do on these ones. So we can build up 6 windows. So you see a window there, there, and there. So, but I'm going to put all of these as windows. A whole bunch of windows all in there, because I like to be able to see everywhere. So there's a trick to doing this if you want to do multiple builds. Is while you have this selected, the windows, you push your left control button, hold that down, and also left click. Then that'll allow you to do it. And then you can do multiple ones, clicking while holding down the left control. There we go. Now we have all windows here. That's so nice. That's so nice. Okay, so now what we can also do is the glass floor and glass ceiling. So for this one unit, we come in here. I'm going to put a glass ceiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Q living compartment, glass floor or ceiling. So I'm going to click on that, and I go like this and see. And now we have a glass ceiling. Look, it's so nice. So I can make a glass ceiling here, but it'll see the bottom of our living compartment we have up there. But what's even best about this is we can also add it to this 2x2, the large living compartment. So I'm going to make the glass ceiling, left click on that, and then again you hold the left control button and you go click, and then click, and then boom. And so even this can have glass. Now you do have this in the middle because it's a support system, I guess, but it allows you to see all these things that are also there. All right, so what we also can do is I'm going to go upstairs, and then we got this. Oh, we got all these walls. I don't like the walls. I feel so claustrophobic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my windows again. So I clicked on the windows, hold down control, and then click, 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 and click. There we go. Now I have my windows up here, so we can see all these windows. And let's see, do I have enough materials to make a glass ceiling? Yeah, let's make a glass ceiling right here. Beautiful! I love all these glass ceilings. So we have the glass ceiling here, and then we can go back downstairs. Now, like I said, unfortunately, the floor here for the rounded ones, we can't change that to glass. The ceiling, nor the ceiling, or the glass. We can change that. So this is basically all our living components that we have up here. Now, what's really interesting is if we go upstairs, I can put a door here, for example, and I could just walk out on top of my roof of the living compartments that I've built, if I so desired. And any type of design is always nice. I've seen many different types of designs. This is just a really, really basic, just to show you all the different components that are involved with building that. And we can even, right here, I can put a door instead of a window here. So you can have a door coming into the large living compartment. And what's also interesting is you see here, this is two compartments put together. So I could have a door here and a door here. So you can have a double doors here if you wanted to. And that looks kind of nice. I have that in my main base over there. I have some double doors. And it kind of looks good. It kind of gives you that airlock feel to it. And also with the windows, you can partition it off to make it look like you have a wall there, for example. Okay, let's check my inventory. A little bit of stuff here left. All right, so there we go. So that's just, oh, it's dark outside. Ooh, very, very dark. Nighttime. So there is our living compartment that we made here. And that's all I have for living compartments. A couple of quick little notes that I like to add. When I go exploring into new areas and new territories and I build myself a single living compartment, the small one, I always put inside the living compartment, I always put inside there a storage locker. One storage locker. Do I have enough room for a storage locker? I do. Yeah. So I always build one storage locker, and I also build a food grower just for emergencies. Inside the storage locker, I would stock up with food and water in case I'm running around and I run low on food and water. And then I have a little bit of emergency supply so I don't starve to death or die of thirst. Or early in the game when you still need oxygen, you can use these living compartments to replenish your oxygen. Okay, all right. So, and I think that'll be in the end for this video. Uh, Everything that you really need to know about living compartments. Uh, Once again, you can go as high as you want, which is also kind of nice. All right, so this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Think about clicking subscribe. It will help the channel out a lot and make us grow. Smash that notification bell icon to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.